Pinpointing scope in RFCs. Precision language that ships. Welcome. In this quick lesson, we'll nail why scope is your RFC's guardrail. A clear scope defines the boundaries of your proposal so readers know exactly where it starts and ends. It tells people what is covered, features, behaviors, and actors, and what isn't, avoiding confusion. A solid scope prevents feature creep and reduces misinterpretation that slows reviews. It also guides reviewers and implementers, helping them focus feedback and plan realistic work. Think of scope as the contract. If it's written, it counts. If it's not, it's out. Strong scope equals smoother decisions and cleaner implementations. Be explicit. Start by naming the in-scope behaviors and actors. Who does what? Under which conditions? Then list exclusions and non-goals so no one assumes extra features sneak in. Add your assumptions and constraints. For example, operates only over HTTPS, or client has persistent storage. This narrows interpretation. Finally, avoid hidden requirements. If a behavior is necessary for success, write it down. Silence creates ambiguity. Ambiguity creates rework. Clear scope tells readers what to build today, not what might be nice someday. Use standards-based keywords. Must for required behavior, should for strong recommendations with valid exceptions, and may for optional behavior, per RFC 2119-8174. Prefer concrete nouns and active verbs. The client sends a token, not a token is handled. Quantify rules, timeouts in milliseconds, size in MB, retries in counts. Avoid vague words like often, robust, and handle. They invite guesswork. Specific language makes your RFC implementable, testable, and interoperable across teams and vendors. Keep it crisp. Start with a one-sentence purpose. What the proposal achieves at a high level. Next, add numbered in-scope items, so each behavior is easy to reference in reviews and tests. Follow with explicit non-goals, things you will not solve now. Close with boundaries such as supported versions, protocols, platforms, and timeframes, e.g., applies to V2 clients during pilot. This structure answers what, who, and when, preventing scope debates later. Write statements that can be verified. Define inputs, outputs, and states. What arrives, what changes, and what leaves. Add metrics, ranges, and units so engineers can measure success. Latency in milliseconds. Error rates in percentages. Sizes in MB. Tie each scope item to acceptance criteria, like passive response code is 201 within 500 Ms. When your scope reads like a checklist a tester can run, implementation stays aligned and disputes vanish. Place your work in context. Name related RFCs and standards your proposal builds on or updates. State required environments or versions, OS, protocol levels, libraries, so teams know compatibility boundaries. Note interoperability expectations, like backward compatibility or downgrade behavior. Call out security and privacy limits, data retained, encryption requirements, logs collected, and what threats are explicitly not addressed. Clear dependencies prevent surprises during integration and audits. Make scope concrete with tight examples. In scope defines HTTP header X for clients. This states actor and behavior. Out of scope, server caching strategies. Implementation detail for another doc. Quantified, Supports payloads up to 8 megabytes. Testable limit with units. Conditional. Clients may retry once on timeout. Optional behavior with a clear count. These patterns keep your RFC precise, bounded, and easy to build against. Before you ship your RFC, confirm. Boundaries clear? In scope and out of scope are explicitly listed. Language precise and testable uses must/should/MA. Concrete verbs and quantifiable limits. Dependencies and assumptions stated? Versions, environments, interoperability, security. RFC keywords consistent? No contradictions across sections. The takeaway: crisp scope is your best defense against churn and your fastest path to reliable, interoperable implementations.